Finally.
Ill Kid.
Finally.
Rich TV Live.
Finally.
You know it's a full alert, baby.
It's Bugatti Beats.
Yeah. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yeah. I told y'all motherfuckers got a brother, and
I was gonna blow up.
And Kira did the same and made you throw up. I was talking about push bottles,
KSHB.
I was talking about I ain't the same.
What they gon' be?
It was BVO. We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's cancerous. Don't forget about Africa. We brought you into harvest, but why you still hate on the kid? Why that shit is far-fetched?
It's the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is here.
We about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January. Shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the backwood, and we puffing clouds. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Full alert, it's full alert. 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 Let me take you to the future with ACB on top and Africa right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Push bottles ain't going nowhere. You know it's gaining hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. You know with the fever, that shit diva with the heater. You can leave that shit with Bieber. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, take my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream.
XOY.
I got lots of that. It's about to pop and fat. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that.
Vivo.
I buy that in
Mosquitoes.
with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters in the missile. If you hit, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Full alert, it's full alert. 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 Rich TV Live. Ill Kid in the fucking building.
So, hey guys, how you doing? I don't know if you guys know, but tomorrow's the Lift conference here in Canada, here in Vancouver, and I'll be representing the media, talking to everybody on the street that knows anything about cannabis and is interested in the cannabis sector. They're all going to be there. So tomorrow's a really big day. So I'm pretty excited about the fact that the cannabis sector's up today, because we needed that. And more importantly than anything else, we needed Aurora Cannabis to show some life, because Aurora Cannabis is one of the biggest companies in the world when it comes to cannabis stocks. And Aurora Cannabis not only showed life, but they may have brought the entire sector up today. And let's see what the final numbers are. But it looks as though Aurora, we were up in Canada. We were not up in the US today in the cannabis sector. But there's a lot of green across the board today. A lot of green across the board. It's not just Aurora. Sundial Growers up 10%. Aurora Cannabis up 6.9%. Hexo coming back from the dead up 6.5%. Chronos Group coming back from the dead. These are all coming up from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Chronos Group up 6.33%. Zenobis showed some life finally after being decimated all year, this year and last year so far, up 6.25%. T-God up 5%. Valens Growworks up 3%. Canopy Growth up 3%. Fire up just under 2%. Afria up 1.68%. They should be reporting very soon. Afria at $4.84 in America. Meta, national access cannabis, up 1.67%. So those are just some of the notables that are up in Canada. We are up 7% in Canada. Sorry, 3.5% in Canada. Let's see what the US looks like right now. Hey guys, if you haven't had a chance, please smash the like button so we can get this video seen by as many people as possible. United States finished slightly down, just slightly, but there were some big hitters today, having big days in America. Harvest Health and Recreation up 7%, Liberty Health Sciences up 7%, Curaleaf up 6%, CVSI up 4%, Kern up 4%, GW Pharmaceuticals now at $108, up 3%. IIPR, I told you, was one of the top picks for 2020 at $78.45, up 1.86%. Where you shorties at? You told me you were going to short IIPR. Where you guys at? Where you at, man? Where you guys at? Now, in addition to that, today I spoke to you guys about High Tide. I told you guys when it was at 16 cents, I thought that they would explode. I thought that they were coming off the bottom. They just did a $10 million raise. And I told you guys that I think that retail stores in Canada are the way to go. What did High Tide do? Oh yeah, they went up 34% after my video. They went as high as 24 cents today, from 16 cents to 24 cents, which is a 50% jump. Intraday finished up 34%. Not bad for another one of the rich picks for you guys that took advantage. Congratulations. And another huge winner today, finishing up at 99 cents below Cannabis Technologies, 99 cents, up 41%. They have a breathalyzer for cannabis. So watch out for that, guys. Do not smoke and fly. Do not smoke and drive, because they have the breathalyzers out. The breathalyzers are out in full effect. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Let's see here. Anything else really big? Everything was up today, guys. The broader markets were all green on the Market Watch. Dow Jones up 212 points. Market melt up just like I predicted. S&P 500. Wow. Dow ends up over 200 points at record high on trade optimism. So we just had a record high Dow up 200 points, S&P 500 up 21 points, NASDAQ up 74 points, Global Dow up 17 points, oil up slightly to 0.02, and gold, the safe haven, down 7.9 points. After tearing up, gold is finally reacting. What do you guys think? You guys think Aurora continues this? Does Aurora finally hit the bottom? Everybody's been trashing Aurora. Let me see your guys' messages. How you doing, Kyokushin Trader? Yvonne Diesel, what's up? Canadian guy, give me a thumbs down for rapping. Come on, man. Kakism Trader G Money says, let's see if it can hold the 180 US support. I think Aurora goes way higher, guys. I think Aurora goes way, way, way higher. Way, way, way higher. Massive dilution coming for ACB. Isn't that what they've always done? What stopped them in the past from going up? Nothing. So I don't see any difference. I think the entire sector is down. ACB is down with the entire sector. I don't think that there's too many people that don't believe that ACB can't go back to $10. I believe it goes back to $10 in 2020. And we'll see. If it does, anyone who's buying right now is going to be greatly rewarded. Let's just put it that way. The Canadian guy says, I am a customer, not an investor. But if you're a customer, understand that you're helping the investors, because for every sale you do for Aurora Cannabis, you're helping the revenues. So you're contradicting yourself by buying the product, but still saying negative stuff about the company. The Canadian guy says, bought it at $2.15 and sold it $13.15, and now too diluted to buy back, in my humble opinion. It's not a bad opinion. I disagree with that opinion. I think that not only are they a good company, I think they're one of the best cannabis companies in the world. I really do. Yeah, I think they have some issues they're going to have to address. That's going to be a buying opportunity for us investors that are willing to be patient and position ourselves in one of the biggest cannabis companies in the world, if not the biggest. Algorithm says started from the bottom, now a bit above bottom. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the bottom was November 18th. Like, I mean, it's clear that the bottom was November 18th. I called that bottom. We've come very close to that. And every time we get close to that bottom number, we bounce. So I'm not surprised we're having a bounce because we've been going down for too long. Thank you guys for the 21 likes, but let's get our likes game up. 47 people here, 21 likes. It's not even 50%. But thank you guys for the 21 likes. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Talk about Liberty Health Science. Well, Liberty Health Science had a nice day. I like the company. They are doing some big things in America, in the Florida market, and I think they're one to watch, definitely. But another stock that is under $1, it's under 50 cents, very volatile, very risky, so be careful. Buyer beware, but I think the upside is tremendous for them. The Canadian guy asks, thoughts on Fire and Flower chain of stores seems smart. Yes, I like Fire and Flower. I like ISH, dirt cheap. Inner Spirit Holdings, I think it's at like 12 cents. I like Fire and Flower. I like Meta. And I like High Tide. Obviously, I talked about High Tide today, and they absolutely exploded. Good timing? I guess so. We just found the bottom, right? Yeah, I compared it to Meta. I said, listen, Meta was at 17 cents. I found it. It exploded to 41. High Tide is at 16 cents. I found it. I predicted it would go to 19 today, maybe 20. It went to 24 cents. I predicted it could go to 30 cents. Today it hit a high of 24, retracted, finished at 21 and a half. Not bad. Not bad. JJ says, not sure about that. Look at their intangibles. The Canadian guy says, gold stocks were down though. Yeah, gold was down and gold stocks followed. Yvonne Diesel says, I think ACB want to become big in a short of time. They fail the boat and they know the water is coming in. I think the ACB is going to be fine and they're going to prove a lot of people wrong. And I think today is just the start of an epic resurrection. The Canadian guy says, you hit a wall for dilution, though. It gets to a point where they must consolidate. Not saying it can't go up, just saying it's not the great of an investment. I think it might be one of the greatest investments, actually. I think it may be one of the greatest investments because if Aurora goes back to $10, anybody that gets in right now under $250 is going to make 300%. So in my opinion, it could be one of the greatest investments, but we'll see. We'll see. JJ says, just fear of the big amount of goodwill. If they have an impairment, it looks even worse. Yeah, I mean, it's very risky, obviously, right now. That's why the stock is going down. But if and when they can start showing profitability and reduce those massive losses they keep showing, that could turn the entire ship around. Z Lazy says, will MedMen ever go back over $1? If they can start showing profitability, that's the big key here. They need to show profitability. If they don't show profitability, there's no chance. Jonas says, ACB is too big to fail. I agree with you 100%. They will not fail. If CanTrust is not failing without a license, ACB selling millions and millions of dollars a day, essentially, is not going to fail. Jessica asks, what do you think about T-God and Cresco? Well, I really like Cresco. T-God is one I've used to like, but they have fallen into hard times, struggling financially, literally no sales. But at some point, T-God will hit a bottom, regardless of that, because I do believe in them in the future, because they're still here and they still exist. So I believe they will have a place in the cannabis sector. The question is when. They're definitely not one of my favorites anymore. They're kind of one of those companies you put on the back burner, almost like a lottery ticket at this point, which is crazy to say because they were very highly touted, but they've fallen on high times. Hey, my pleasure, Yvonne. The Canadian guy says EMH is at 33 cents on the TSX Venture, 500%, gets it just to 150, and that's still a small cap. That's the potential I see. EMH. What's up, Mr. Big Man? JJ says, why too big? They don't show profit and goodwill portion is huge. They need to show profit now. If not, their size doesn't matter. Well, their size does matter because they're in every major province in Canada. They're in 25 countries. They're selling edibles. They're selling cannabis. And they're going to be selling pretty much every single vertical in the sector. So size does matter. This is a newly regulated industry. Aurora Cannabis is one of the biggest in the world right now, if not the biggest globally, and size does matter. And they're also backed by 3 of the 5 biggest banks in Canada. So in my opinion, they have no issues whatsoever. Yet everybody wants to talk them down. But then when they go up, they still want to talk them down. They never want to say anything good about Aurora Cannabis, despite the fact they're in 25 countries, and they're probably going to break the record for all-time sales very, very soon. Probably this quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if not next quarter, you're going to see some massive sales by Aurora Cannabis. They're going to take the lead and take a lead by a long amount, in my opinion. Smoking 559 says, what's up, Rich? I picked up another 1,000 shares of Aurora a couple days ago, and I will keep picking up more little by little. Let's just wait and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, nobody really knows. I don't control these companies, but at the end of the day, one thing I do know is I'm going to be at the cannabis conference. I'm going to try to interview Terry Booth, and I'm going to try to interview Aurora and try to figure out what's going on. The Canadian guy says, that's why I think there's better deals out there than ACB. But ACB isn't going anywhere. No, I mean, you're buying their product, right? You're talking them down, but you're buying their product, and that's fine. This is an open discussion. You can talk them down. I don't care. Rain Banz says, hi, Rich. Greetings from Osaka, Japan. You know, Osaka is one of my favorite restaurants here in Vancouver. They do a teppanyaki, Japanese style teppanyaki, where they make the food in front of you. And, oh, man, it's so good. Osaka is here in Vancouver, one of the best places to visit if you want to go for a good meal. Welcome from Japan. Good to see you there, man. Kyle Cushion Trader says, thumbs down. I will find you. I will hunt you. No haters here. Thank you, Kyle Cushion Trader. Appreciate you, man. Rain Bond says, yes, I'm very disappointed on the MJ sector right now. Yeah, I think we're all disappointed. Anyone who invested has been maimed, like hurt badly. So I think we're all disappointed. We're frustrated. I think we've seen enough bloodshed, and we need to see some type of momentum for a sustainable period of time. It's shocking to see how long we've been without any momentum. It's shocking. Yvonne Diesel says, Rich, what do you think about Hexo for long-term price 1 year from now? I think Hexo is going to go up. I mean, I'm a shareholder of Hexo. I think it has a lot of potential. I think that they've got a product right now that is going to undercut everybody in the cannabis sector in Canada for their ounce for about 140. It's going to be going coast to coast, and I think they're selling right now, and they're going to see their revenue grow. So I think that a $5 price right now seems very realistic. I think if the sector explodes the way I think it will, we may see them go as much as $7 to $10. I think a lot of stocks are going to come up from these levels. I'm not suggesting it stays there, but I do believe we are finding a bottom for the entire sector, in my opinion. Z Lazy says, some analysts say that their production is going down from 625,000 kgs to 200 to make them the third in terms of production across Canada. Not sure if this is true. Who? Aurora? Peter says, what about VFF, Rich? You guys know I like Village Farms. I brought Village Farms first. They did really, really well. But like anything that's gone up, they have to come down to realistic points because they were overpriced, overvalued, overexposed. And everybody's talking about how this entire sector has had a reset. And Village Farms has had to come back. Same with C-Web. A lot of good companies have. I like them, but like everybody else, they were overvalued. They've come back. They still may be a little bit overvalued. So I would be careful there, but I do like the fact that they have a tight float. I like the fact they're a growing company. I like the fact that they have a positive operating income. So they have a lot of positives. That's why they stayed so high. I do think there's a lot of upside there, but we just got to hunt the bottom. And that's, as a community, what we got to do. Yeah, thumbs down with We Love Rich TV live show. Some loves, folks. Smash that like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got 58 people here, 33 likes. I appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you haven't, smash that like button. We're live talking about Aurora Cannabis, and I believe that they will be too big to fail in the sector. Some people say they're going to zero. Andrew Left says they're going to zero. I don't agree with that. What do you guys think? Rain Band says MJ companies wanted to be public no matter how bankrupt or small they are, and now us investors are suffering. I agree. It's a fair statement. It's a fair statement. We're all suffering. It's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. T-Pan is awesome. When the hype was around MJ, okay says when the hype was around MJ stocks, ACB was concentrated on expanding rather than growing the stock so shareholders can make money. Rain Band says, haha, yes, I should visit Vancouver. Vancouver. Japanada. Ryan, sorry, these guys are just pumping up. Ryan Hannon says, hey, Rich, do you feel like Africa could be the one of the best investments? I think it could be good. I wouldn't put it with the best. I think it could be, but I wouldn't put it up there. Honestly, right now, I have to tell you guys that I think Valens Growworks and Labs have a chance to be the best. I'm not going to lie to you. I really like those two. I also like Cureleaf. I also like Green Thumb. I also like True Leaf. I mean, those five right now, how could you not like those five? So, I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but right now I got to say that those five are all like way up there for me. Way up there for me. JJ says, really, I wish I am wrong and ACB explodes, but numbers really do not look good. I have a better feeling with Afria. Well, yeah, because Aurora has massive losses, and so does Canopy Growth, but Canopy Growth price is so high. So the reality is Aurora can go higher, and they will. The question is, what's the bottom? We're going to find the bottom because Aurora will not go to zero. I promise you that. The Canadian guy says, I sample it, although that Blue Dream was the first time I got ACB product. So much cool stuff out there to try. I will try it all, I hope. Yeah, and let me know what you think. Lisanne says, interviewing Terry Booth when? Interview Peltz, not Terry Booth. Well, I'll be at the Lyft conference tomorrow, and if Terry Booth is there, I'll be interviewing Terry Booth. Whoever's there is whoever I'm going to interview, right? So I'm going to be interviewing whoever is representing the company. And I'll be walking around interviewing as many CEOs and companies as I can. And anybody who's a Rich TV Live member will get access to those interviews first. Rain Band says we should all subscribe and support Rich TV Live. Thank you, Rain Bands. I appreciate you, man. Peter says, yes, Aurora is going to 200, but PSF will be their number 2. VFF is. Yvonne Diaz says, Rich, you think Afria result next week could go past 750? I don't know about 750 next week, but I think long term they're going to be going much higher. I don't even know what this guy's saying, so I'm just going to put him in a timeout. I have no clue. Jaring? I don't even know what that means. So oh man. So my opinion is Aurora Cannabis goes higher. Strong day today. Overall markets melting up continues as predicted, and I believe Aurora Cannabis continues to go higher. Yeah, short term they may go up or down, but long term I think Aurora goes way higher than these prices. Yes, they're going to have a lot of dilution, but that's the stock market. Why do you go public? So you can sell shares. If you need to raise money, how do you do it? You sell shares. The problem is selling shares at these prices makes no sense. So these companies need the prices to go higher. So if they dilute or they sell shares or they're eliminating debt, at least they can do it at a reasonable price. If they do it at these prices, yes, it's going to be a very dilutive problem. However, that dilutive problem will create a buying opportunity for investors that are willing to stomach these prices, because now are the best times to invest in the cannabis sector, because we've literally been at the lowest since 2017. We're literally the lowest now in years. So if you wanted to buy Aurora, you could not buy Aurora at these prices since 2017. And being someone who has watched Aurora since 2017 go to 10, 12, 13, $15. For 3 years in a row, they've broken $10. What makes you think they don't break $10 in 2020 when they've done it for 3 years in a row, when they had no revenue in those years and their revenue is growing, and they had no profitability in those years either? And there's a very good likelihood that they will show profitability this year, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm just saying, that's my own opinion on Aurora. I'd love to know your opinion. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Drop your opinion, smash the like button if you like this video. And, you know, this is a good day for the cannabis sector. Okay, guys, stay tuned. I got a lot of good things coming, man. I don't even know what's going to happen. All I do know is a lot of things are going to happen. And over the next 2 days, I will be at the LIFT conference, and I'll be interviewing and talking to all kinds of people in the cannabis sector. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to get access to all that content. I'll be going live. I'll be dropping videos. I'll be probably dropping like 20 videos a day, man. So if you're into cannabis, get ready, because the next 2 days are going to be nuts. They're going to be wild. And like I said, some of the CEO interviews, members will get access to it first. If you haven't joined my trading academy, we now have 21 members and growing. No, 25 members and growing fast. And it's just growing like wildfire. People are joining. They're bringing in their friends, their family. So it's getting crazy, and we're growing all over the world. Thank you guys for your support. I appreciate you. And you know, we don't go out like that. Okay, there will be a cannabis stocks resurrection. This is hopefully just the start. And last year, the cannabis stocks resurrection started right around now. So come on, stock gods. Bring us our daily bread. It's time for green gold to explode. It's time for green gold to explode.
Haters and they trolls, they're trying to
Yes, next week.
get the lawyers, they're trying to put lawsuits on these companies. Meanwhile, what they're trying to do is create a distraction so we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth. This is your boy Rich, and I'm over. Peace. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live all life. A weekend will get high, I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live all life. A weekend will get high, I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. Shorters can't take us down, it's the time to buy and put your money in, let the profits maximize. We the people stay true and we don't stand for lies. Canada, we the leader for the legalized. Herb be the cure for all the sick and all the broken. We wanted this for years and they thought we were joking. Nah. You always patient. Cannabis for you and me and all the nations. So all my brothers and all my sisters, go on and light it up. Go on and take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of luck. Don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers. But I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get in for a piece of it, because they know the medication, we don't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition. And now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no locking to stop it because we on a mission. Teach the people, they spread the lies, it's a contradiction. You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada, in the United States that are revenue generating. Invest in the best, because the best is blessed. This is your boy Rich. We're out. Winning, you're not watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. I'm out. Peace. I'm talking Jordan Belfort. Let's open up scenarios. Wolf of Wall Street, and I ain't talking about DiCaprio. The man predicted markets. He knew it was going to explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew the crash was always. Oh. Yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of Bitcoins. That's a big short. Stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pod, no lie. I need a big fork. I know about the tactics. The short is making money off the people's backs. It's horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids, and that is what the herb is for. Helping people be poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past year we can't forget. It's time to grow, and you know we getting out of debt. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. But we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. And one day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. And we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. The real Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks, and will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's true.